welcome back to the Big Sew Along. I'm Ginny, and as always, I thank you very much for choosing to spend some time with me. Couple of things. I just noticed that it is now August, which means that I have a new calendar here, and my message for the month of August is, remember, people are usually too busy looking at their own mistakes to study yours, and I think that is particularly apt for those of us who sew, because I know how critical we can be of our own work. And that brings me to today. I had every intention of showing you my finished Frux Studio Garden dress. You remember me talking about this last week or the week before, I can't remember. However, this dress has 68 pin tucks in it. She does give you very good instructions for creating the pin tucks. However, I chose to make my dress out of this very pretty China silk that I got from LeToffe Studios probably a couple of years ago when I was having a very peach moment. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'll put pictures of it up here in a minute. Anyways, so a couple of problems with her method for doing pin tucks on this fabric. She recommends using a fabric marker or chalk, neither of which washed out of my fabric 100%. So I'll show you really quickly how I went about doing these pin tucks, and then we'll come back. So this is my front dress panel. I have it pinned down here to my cardboard, and hopefully you guys will be able to see. This basting line right here is the center front of my dress, and this one that goes this way is the bottom of my pin tucks. So the first pin tuck starts 1/8 of an inch away from this center line. So I have this as straight as I can get it. I'm going to lay my ruler on here, excuse my head, like this. Again, get it as straight as I can. And then I'm going to pin right along that line. I'm going to straighten these out. Now I need to measure 1/2 inch away from this. Now I'm going to make a line with my ruler again, right along there. And we're going to place another row of pins. Right, now I'm going to straighten those out. Now, this safety pin here is just to remind me that this is the top of my dress, because their top and bottom are almost even. I'm just going to move that over here for a minute. Now, I'm going to fold this in half. And I'm going to line up my pins. So one on the front and one on the back. I'm just going to repin it through both sides. And I'm going to get rid of the pin on the back. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. I can feel that those are lined up. And I can see already that this one is too close to the top. That's only about 1/8 of an inch, and it needs to be about 1/4. So I'm just going to move that now. That looks better. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to run over to the sewing machine and sew this pin tuck down, and then I'll be back. Alright, so that's my first pin tuck done. These pin tucks have a 3/8 of an inch space between them, so that means my next pin tuck is going to start here And then our next one from that is going to be 1/2 inch. That's going to be right here. And right here. So let's sort of line those up. All right, now we're going to do the same thing we did with the first one, which is fold this in half. Try to line up our pins as best we can. All right, so that's another one to sew down. Once we've got that done, we're going to continue this process all the way along the side. So I should have 17 pleats on each side of the front, and then 17 pleats on each side of the back. So all told, we're going to do this 64 times. All right, so that is how I created my pin tucks, or how I am creating them, because I have 68 in total, and so far I think I have 22 of them finished. So anyways, I'm determined to get this finished, however, because I know you guys are thinking the same thing that I was thinking, which is why not just ditch this whole project? Because although I think this fabric is very pretty, these peach colors are not really my thing. I can wear them, they look fine on me, but they're just not my favorite colors. I bought this fabric when I was having a very peach moment for probably 15 minutes. It was just long enough to buy some fabric a couple of years ago. However, here's the thing. When I bought this peach fabric, this floral fabric, I also bought this coordinating, sorry, I'm looking for my pictures here. I bought this coordinating peach silk, China silk, also from LeToffe. I bought them at the same time. And I was thinking originally that I would make like a slip and an overblouse. So now I thought, well, this is perfect. I'll use this floral for my Frux Studio top, and I'll just make a slip out of this peach fabric. I don't have enough of the floral fabric to make the side panels of this dress. This dress has a front, 2 back pieces that get sewn up the center, and it has 2 small side panels. So I'm going to use this peach silk for the side panels and the ties, and I will also use it for the bias bindings. But I have plenty of this stuff. I have a lot more of this than I do of the floral for some reason. So I thought this would be perfect. I will make a slip out of this to wear under my garden dress. And then when I was cleaning up my sewing space to start this project, I came across this cotton lawn in like a rusty-ish red color. In this picture it looks a little darker than it really is, but it goes really, really well with this print. So then I thought, ooh, I really want to make a pair of pants to go with this too. So now I have the Frux Studio dress to make, the slip that goes with it, and a pair of pants that also goes with it. And then yesterday, when I was in the middle of pin tuck hell, I remembered that I also had this brocade here. It's like a peachy, reddish, peachy fabric with, it's a brocade with like a little bit of a cream like dots in it or something. My friend Susan gifted me this fabric also during my 15 minutes of peach fame. And it looks, again, the colors might look a little wonky on the screen, but they look really cool together. So my original plan for this top was to do something like this, which is the garden dress and some sort of a wide leg pant. And then I'll also make the slip so I can wear it either with the pants and the slip, or I can wear it with just the slip if I want. And then I thought I would make a cute little like bolero type jacket to go over the top so that I can wear this when the weather cools down a little bit too. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of excited. I never do little like groups like this, but I really like the way these just sort of organically came together. The other thing I wanted to say is, I forgot to say this after the clip on how I was doing these pin tucks. This is also the way I learned to do darts and pleats and anything like that. That's the way I learned to mark them. I don't generally do this anymore. For the most part, most of my sewing is pretty casual, so for the most part I usually use chalk or heat erase pens to mark those things. I would really be interested if you guys have any tips on how to go about making pin tucks in a garment like this more quickly, more easily, or just better. Just, yeah, I'd be really interested to know any of your feedback on pin tucks in general. So let me know in the comments below. Okay, what else? Next week, I can't remember, was it last week? It was last week when I showed you guys my pants that I hacked to have the ruching on the sides. I had a couple of people really interested in seeing how to do that. So next week we will be doing that. And hopefully I will have some part of this whole peach situation to show you guys next week. Right now I'm going to go get back to my pin tucks and see if I can't at least finish half of them before the day's over. Until next week, you guys, I wish you all happy sewing.